Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Serena Williams' ex-coach explains why Coco Gauff is at a career crossroads before US Open. Coco Gauff has been told to improve two key parts of her game by Serena Williams' former coach, Rick Matchie. The 21-year-old has struggled for form on the WTA Tour since clinching her second Grand Slam title at the French Open in June. Gauff has failed to reach a single semifinal in the last 2 months and suffered a shock first-round exit at Wimbledon last month. She was beaten in straight sets by the unseeded Diana Yastremska at the All England Club, while things haven't got much better recently. At last week's Cincinnati Open, Gauff was beaten by Jasmine Paolini in 3 sets in the quarterfinals. This came just a week after the U.S. star was knocked out of the Canadian Open in the 3rd round by eventual winner Victoria Mboko. With the U.S. Open singles draw getting underway on Sunday, Gauff's preparation for the final major of the year has been far from ideal. Despite this, however, Matchie, who previously coached both Serena and Venus Williams, has insisted the future is still bright for the tennis star, as long as she hones in on 2 parts of her game. Taking to X, the American coach stressed that Gauff must iron out her ongoing issues with her serve and forehand. He wrote, "Coco will be okay as she fights and knows how to play. But to ever breathe rare air, she has to address the alarming red flare. She is at a career crossroad with the second serve and forehand, but needs a science-based plan. This will not magically go away and bubbles up more under extreme pressure that particular day." As well as coaching the Williams sisters, Matchie also worked with 3 other #1 ranked players in Andy Roddick, Jennifer Capriati, and Maria Sharapova. This isn't the only time he has highlighted Gauff's second serve as a key area for improvement. In a recent interview with Tennis 365, the 70-year-old claimed Gauff could become a dominant force with a more reliable serve. He said, "Think about it. Her wide serve to the deuce court is one of the best in the world, but then in the same breath, we're talking about she leads the WTA Tour in double faults. So there's a disconnect." He continued, "Then if that changes, I think not only could Coco become #1, which she probably will anyways, I think she could stay there for a long time, because her backbone is better than her backhand, and she's an Olympic sprinter with a racket in her hand." Matchie added, "But to be great, it's a package, and if this serve could be modified, I have no doubt where she could end up. Double digits, Grand Slams, is around the corner for Coco." Gauff's serve has long been highlighted as a weakness in her game, with her numbers significantly behind than her WTA Tour rivals. Over her last 5 matches, she has averaged a 9.2 double faults per match. World number 11 Elena Rybakina comes closest to her here, averaging 4.2 double faults over the same period. Meanwhile, Gauff has the lowest winning percentage on second serve points over her last 5 matches, winning just 48.5% of these. In comparison, Aryna Sabalenka, Iga Swiatek, Jessica Pegula, and Elena Rybakina have all averaged over 50% in this category across their last 5 matches. Career crossroads, Coco Gauff and the coaching conundrum. As the final Grand Slam of the season draws near, Coco Gauff finds herself at a pivotal juncture, one that could very well define her trajectory in the elite world of women's tennis. According to Rick Matchie, the iconic coach who nurtured the Williams sisters, Gauff is now at a career crossroads. The crux of his concern? Her second serve and forehand. A nation's favorite under pressure. Coco's astronomical rise, from teen prodigy to Grand Slam champion at just 21, has been meteoric. Still, even established stars grapple with pressure, and Gauff is no exception. Matchie cautioned that attempting technical overhauls too close to a major like the U.S. Open could be fraught. He noted that the mind directs performance, and it's vital that confidence remains steadfast as the tournament approaches. PFSN. The technical flaws that refuse to hide. Despite her talent and athleticism, Gauff's game continues to be hampered by recurring technical issues, particularly her second serve and forehand. Over her last 5 matches, she's averaged a staggering 9.2 double faults per match, by far the highest on tour. Her second serve point win rate stands at just 48.5%, trailing key rivals like Sabalenka and Swiatek, who all average over 50% in the same metric. TalkSport. Tennis head. Matchy's call for a science-based approach. Matchy doesn't see these as irreparable flaws, but rather as wearing sirens demanding attention. He's vocal in advocating for a science-based plan, one that systematically rewires her serve and forehand under pressure, not just in practice. As he put it, these flaws bubble up more under extreme pressure, and without targeted intervention, her potential could remain unfulfilled. TalkSport. Essentially sports. The physical edge is there. While her technique needs fine-tuning, Gauff offers more than enough physical tools. Matchy has lauded her speed, quickness, and athletic backbone, noting she moves like an Olympic sprinter with a racket in her hand. According to him, if the serve becomes an asset and the forehand becomes her best weapon, the sky truly is the limit, possibly even multiple Grand Slam titles. TalkSport. Sports Tech. Tennis 365. A year of changes and some stumbles. Gauff recently restructured her coaching setup, moving on from Brad Gilbert in mid-2024 and adding Matt Daly alongside longtime coach Jean-Christophe Forel. Daly's focus has been on those very serve and forehand adjustments, but despite the adjustments, the issues have persisted. A particularly rough stretch saw her commit 234 double faults before Wimbledon alone. Essentially sports. Wikipedia. External voices echo the concern. Rennie Stubbs, another former Williams coach, has similarly highlighted Gauff's forehand as a technical vulnerability, especially under pressure and in outdoor conditions. She described the inconsistency as a long-term concern, suggesting that adaptation may be more realistic than expecting perfection. TalkSport. Tennis 365. What lies ahead? Strategy or overhaul? With the U.S. Open mere weeks away, Matchy warns against sweeping technical changes now. It would be a mismatch with the tournament's high-stakes environment. Instead, he underscores the need for smart tactical adjustments and mental fortitude to shield Gauff's game from imploding under scrutiny. PFSN. In summary, the crossroads defined. Problem areas. Gauff's second serve and forehand remain inconsistent and error-prone. Matchy's prescription. A science-based biomechanical overhaul, targeting nerve, muscle memory, and precise motion. What's in her favor? Elite athleticism, speed, mental resilience, and a champion's frame. The risk, delay or patchwork solutions could allow vulnerabilities to persist and magnify in Grand Slam pressure. Need for urgency. With the 2025 U.S. Open on the horizon, Gauff must align technical improvement with tactical readiness. A narrative of transformation. Picture this. Coco stepping onto Arthur Ashe Stadium as world number 2. A dazzling athlete who's lifted 2 Grand Slams, French Open 2025 and U.S. Open 2023 already. Yet, the whispers persist. The serve falters, the forehand wobbles, and it's at moments when mental frailty and technical flaws intersect that matches slip. Rick Matchy's belief in her is unwavering. His message: she stands at the doorway of greatness, but only if she immediately embraces a methodical, scientifically backed approach to refining the last few threads holding her back. The U.S. Open isn't just another tournament. It could be the watershed moment that defines whether Coco is a flash in the pan or a sustained legend in the making.